Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are watching us from. It's another edition of Politics on the Street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like this platform, share this video, comment for more political discourse. When you are big, you are big. I will say that again. When you are big, you are big. It is no news anymore that the Nigerian government has failed to establish facts against Simon Ekpa. News making rounds now is that the federal government does not have any convincing evidence in Finland for them to nail Simon Ekpa. When you are big, I say you are big. So despite all this threat, all this rumor, Simon Ekpa is this, Simon Ekpa is that, now the Finnish government has now asked you to come to Finland to defend all the allegations you've said against Simon Ekpa. Now the federal government has reported, has no evidence to tender against Simon Ekpa. The question is self-agitation, is it a crime? The federal government should be more interested in safeguarding the lives of people in Plateau, in Benue State, and across all the nooks and crannies of all the country in which S-men are terrorizing every Nigerians can barely sleep now because of S-men. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that predicted the future, that said the Fulani has an hidden agenda of conquest. It's behind the bars. He has been arrested because a man that saw the future. Those who said Simon Ekpa is a terrorist should go to Finland and defend it. The French government are calling on them to come out and then bring their fact, because if you alleged that someone is a terrorist, you must prove beyond reasonable doubt. You must tell the courts why you feel this person is a terrorist. And now Bianca, Ojukwu, CDS Musa, and the NSA New Ribadu have no evidence to prove that this young man is the one buying everyone in the southeast. Now that Simon Ekpa is no longer in the radar, is killing not still going on in the southeast? Is Fulani not perpetrating evil? And yet, the federal government has refused to tag the Fulani hegemony as a terrorist group. Rather, it is those who are fighting for their freedom, those who are coming out to defend their land, those who are speaking up against the injustice in the one Nigeria are being tagged as terrorist group. The Finnish government has given them 48 hours to come and resubmit whatsoever allegations they have against Simon Ekpa. 48 hours. So the 48 hours countdown has started. Because if you want to nail someone, you must come with evidence. Finland is not just a country where there is no rule of law. There is rule of law in Finland. It is only in the Nigerian system where someone can just wake up one day and say this person is guilty of this offense, and the Nigerian judicial system might not even dig or fact check, and that person might be guilty of that offense. It is not done in the Western world. Western world, you must prove beyond reasonable doubt why you feel this person you claim is a terrorist is truly a terrorist. That is the truth. So the Nigerian government needs to gather their evidence. Pack up. I believe let them go around, get their evidence and tender. And if they get the evidence, let them also include the evidence that Fulani herdsmen are buying people too. That also should be one of the evidence that should be submitted to the Finnish government, that despite the Fulani herdsmen committing atrocities, yet the federal government has refused to tag them as a terrorist organization. Then who is fooling who? Who is fooling who? We've seen set of people who are freedom fighters, and these people who has no ideology. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra has 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 been tagged. IPOB has been tagged as a terrorist group. What does IPOB mean? Indigenous people of Biafra land. That means that land, that region belongs to them. Now, the federal government obviously went to court to tag them a terrorist group. But people who keep going about every nooks and crannies of the country, yet are not being tagged terrorist group. I mean Fulani herdsmen. The people can no longer sleep with their two eyes closed. And this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has predicted, that the Fulani are heading towards land conquest. A man who saw the future, and now the future has now played out, that what this man said is true. They are only bent on extraditing Simon Ekpa back to wherever they want to bring him to. Because knowing fully well that they must prove beyond reasonable doubt before the Finnish government can convict him. Yet they keep coming with all sort of lies against him. He did this, he did that, he did this, he did that. Now it is now time for you to go to the courts and prove that this young man is guilty of all the charges. I said, people can just sit down and watch their people being butchered, being pied on a daily basis without any interference. It is not done. It is never done that way. You want the people to sit down and watch their people being killed? The Nigerian soldiers countless times have come out on air. They are overwhelmed. They are overwhelmed. So if people are coming out to defend their own ancestral land, these people should not be regarded as terrorists. Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have stood against invasions, have stood against oppressors, they have stood against the enemy of the Igbos. At this point, I want to believe that before he who comes with equity should come with a clean hand. So if those who claim that Simon Ekpa is an enemy of one Nigeria, let them go to Finland. They should all go to Finland and prove to the Finnish government why they feel Simon Ekpa is inciting violence against the Nigerian state, against the Nigerian government. But rather, some persons are of the view that Mazi Kanu and likes mind are the heroes they have, are the heroes they have in the southeastern part of the country. Now it brings me back to the question that for how long can the people continue to suffer because of the inability of the federal government to save life and properties? And anyone coming out to defend our people will be tagged as terrorists. Just of recent, 80 people were killed in Plateau State. About 60 were killed in Benue State. Fulani herdsmen keeps going around buying people here and there, and yet no solution to it. And when an individual comes out to defend our people, the Nigerian state tag them as enemy of the country. And this is the responsibility you failed to do. People need to save life, to safeguard their ancestral homes. People need to speak up because the people can no longer be fooled anymore. And for those who reportedly went to Finland, they have lost it all. They lost it all. Because for those coming to say this young man is an enemy of state, you don't have evidence to nail him. All what is going on to me is just greed. It's greed. If not for greed, some persons will not travel to Finland and say Simon Ekpa is evil. The question is, how long can we continue to remain like this? How long would the Nigerian state become deteriorating? How long can we cross our legs, our hands, and watch people being killed on a daily basis? How long can we sit down comfortably in our own house and watch Fulani herdsmen taking over our ancestral lands? And yet, Mazi Kanu and co have been tagged as enemy of the country. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like this video, share it. Please share this video. Comment for more political discourse. Thank you so much.
For that wonderful question, Bianca of this good platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojukwu fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Mazi did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Simon Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of R0CK and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that see they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other, nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Simon Ekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
to the government, to the Nigerian government be worried about it.
Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Simon Ekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe or a major tribe to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. And eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Igbo man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we don't know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said. He said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country. And we know it. I know it too. And every normal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this Biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Now, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away for the presidency. Already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there's a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now, nobody can take nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or else that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said post that election that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027 Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now if the average left person is not would not given the vote, now where will they get the vote? It just come by 2027. The same thing the universe have started the votes for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you that 2027 Yoruba will stop, and that's the slogan that will continue the trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the government and exit the country. And then the government now will not take them, thank them for being unserious, because now that the government is championing for the exit, we are saying the government is not serious. Yeah, there are claims that the government is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the government has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.